Hello everyone and welcome to another video looking at World War I soldiers. This video is about the last two soldiers to die, to be shot at dawn in World War I, both on the 7th of November 1918. Ernest Jackson and Moses Harris. So we will start with Ernest, and he was born in 1886 at Longacre, Bloomsbury, the City of Westminster in Greater London, to Edward William Jackson and Mary Jane Hill. Ernest had a sister called Alice Mary and a brother called Albert Edward. His parents had married in Hoxton, Hackney on the 23rd of December 1877. In the 1891 census, his father is listed as a bookbinder's finisher. The family were living in Southwark at this time. Ernest's mother died in 1893 at the age of 40. By 1901 his father was working as a bookbinder, and Ernest was working as an errand boy. On the 21st of September 1902, his sister married Thomas Alfred Stone at St John's Church in Walworth in Southwark. On the 20th of December 1910, Ernest was sent to prison for larceny. He was in Wandsworth Jail and worked as a kitchen porter whilst there. He is described as being 5 foot 7 inches tall with brown hair and green eyes. He was released from prison on the 21st of October 1911. Ernest entered the war in France on the 4th of November 1916 with the 1st Battalion Royal Fusiliers. He was only with them until the 25th of November of that year, when he joined the 4th Battalion. On the 25th of July 1917 he was court-martialed for desertion and sentenced to imprisonment with 2 years hard labour. He was released from prison in August 1918 and returned to his battalion. On September the 29th, 1918, he disappeared from the battalion transport lines where he was awaiting medical attention. He was arrested on the 3rd of October and sent back to the lines. However, by mid-afternoon on that day he deserted again, being arrested the next day. He discarded his arms and equipment this time. He was court-martialed and sentenced to death, being executed at 6:10 a.m. in St. Python, France, as I say, on the 7th of November 1918, only 4 days before the First World War ended, or to be more accurate, 4 days before the armistice. Moses Harris, who was the last soldier to be executed in World War I, was born in 1894 at Whitechapel in London to Abraham and Harriet Harris of 41 Cooper Street, Meanwood Road, Leeds. His mother was born in Germany and his father in Whitechapel. Now, no marriage record survives for his parents, so it's unclear as to whether they were actually married or not. By 1901, his father worked as a bootlaster and his mother was working as a dressmaker. Harris volunteered for the army in 1915, but was discharged as unfit. He was, however, conscripted again in 1916 and sent to France. On the 2nd of September 1918, he deserted in the middle of an attack. He was arrested on the 3rd of September 1918 and was court-martialed for desertion and cowardice. He was found not guilty of cowardice, but guilty of desertion, and he was executed at 6:29 a.m., as I say, on the 7th of November 1918. It's really quite a shame that soldiers were still being executed, given it was only a few days before the end of the First World War, and they must have known at this point that negotiations were ongoing. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a future video.